Hi folks, I'm presenting you my top 10 zombie movies so far, so here we go. I think zombie movies are among the most interesting movies in the horror category. They all use horrific stories and scenes to explore many themes of our always changing society. Basically, it's all about a world becoming a nightmare overnight. When they wake up, the survivors in zombie movies they must struggle with unknown or uncertain causes. They find themselves in a world where all the values have been trampled on. The violence is extreme, and there are visual movies that is, the audience can't wait to see the gory effects, the splatter scenes splashing before our eyes. It's more than a simple entertainment, it depicts a society in decay that unconsciously touches the audience. The series The Walking Dead, being at its peak, often questions values and social relationships. Although it's a very fine visual series, I don't think it made all zombie movies outdating, so here is my top 10. House. It's not only about zombies, but there's a great one who's coming back to take his revenge. It's funny and horrific, and there's a strong reference to the Vietnam War. The trauma that comes back and torments the character is embodied by a zombie, so that's very interesting. Italian horror at its best. Many zombie sequences are awesome in that crazy one, and the splatter is a real artwork. A great movie dealing and playing with the standards of zombie flicks. Of course, it's not as sordid as The Beyond, as mentioned before, as it's filled with humor and a great acting. Day of the Dead. The last movie of Romero's trilogy of the Dead. It contains an underlying criticism, and the ending is incredibly crazy, owing essentially its prodigious effects to the mastery of Tom Savini. So this one is the first of Romero's trilogy of the Dead. It kind of paved the way. It's a scary progression into a nightmare. Again, Romero brings a high social criticism, and the ending is really striking because it drew a parallel with the civil rights movement, and it's problematic. A really impressive and scary piece. The Living Dead movie that combines interesting characterization, plot, and visual effects. A masterpiece. Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead. The talent of Peter Jackson in this overly gory comedy. You can never get tired of that movie. It's awesome. Now, Zombie Flesh Eaters. Big one. Behind me. In this full C movie, you find a real zombie depiction, in my opinion. Related to voodoo tradition, the atmosphere, the music, and the splatter are epic. It has not the Romero social scope, and the actors suck, but it's a delight for splatter lovers, a wonder for gore. It also takes a little revenge on the terror Jaws had established, in that wonderful scene when a zombie is underwater and grabs a shark to eat him. It's a must-see. La Morte dell'Amore, or Cemetery Man. I have reviewed this one and went deeper in its analysis. This movie is clever, visually brilliant, actors are awesome, music and its development are superior. Can't seem to find any flaw to Cemetery Man. Dawn of the Dead, the second and best movie of the Romero's trilogy in my opinion. It reaches a crazy level of brutality, a symbolism with the supermarket and mass consumption. It also mirrored America, and still does somehow. When I think of it, I can see that all elements of The Walking Dead were already there in Dawn of the Dead. The survivors trying to make it, the ruthless humans represented by the Hells Angels in the movie, the loss of morality, etc. The living end up being zombies because of their habits and their prejudices. Even the good ones, the good characters, you realize that they aren't that good. It's a real masterpiece. So that's it, that's my top 10 so far. Thanks for watching. I could have developed much more about the reason why I think those movies are terrific. What movies would you put? Let me know, and thanks again.